It's always a pleasure to see you and talk about this film. And the first thing, obviously, that I thought about when I was watching it is that this is a point of view that we have, you know, never seen in film. So how much did it teach you historically?
Well, a lot. Like I said, it's the 40s. There's been many movies made about the war and the aftermath, but I hadn't seen or read anything similar to this. It's very intimate, very personal, and the fact that it takes place in Germany and you see the pain and the suffering on that side was quite refreshing to me and interesting.
Is it possible to research it as well? Is there a lot of information that's available that's not taught in history books?
Well, absolutely. In doing research and studying for it, preparing for it, there were a couple of novels that I read, a couple of nonfiction books that I read. The most instrumental one was a book on Albert Speer by Gita Sereni called His Battle with Truth. Stefan, my character, is obviously an architect, so that was very helpful to read about that and his the sense of his guilt and how you reconcile with what you went through during the war. Again, Albert Speer is very different from Stefan Lubert, the guy I play, but it was still very helpful to study that.
Did you catch a little bit of his passion for architecture and, you know, beautiful buildings and beautiful interiors?
I already share that passion. When I was a teenager, I wanted to be an architect.
Yeah. It's a beautiful job, actually. You make
and his aesthetically, I also love the Bauhaus movement in mid-century modern architecture. So that was a real treat. The fact that my character grew up in the Bauhaus movement, and the house he's designing in the movie and the one he wants to build in the Alps is my dream house. So hopefully one day I can build it.
Yeah, because it's also surprisingly modern. I mean, some pieces of furniture on set, you know, were unusual.
Yeah, because again, they live in a very old, big palace, but that's not Stefan's. It's his wife's family. They paid for that, and that's not his aesthetic. He loves minimalism, Frank Lloyd Wright, or the Bauhaus movement, and so clean lines but so you see the Mies van der Rohe chair and furniture in the house.